Good evening, Los Angeles. Manifold here. I hope everybody's having a phenomenal day today. I was challenged by my chat to make a bread tier list on stream the other day. If you guys aren't watching the streams, we live stream here on YouTube and on Twitch, so if you want to be part of those live streams, definitely feel free to subscribe or follow. Shameless plug. But given that I have a major in social services and an undergrad in agricultural studies from the University of Tulsa, go Tuls, I feel like ranking bread in its different forms is right up my alley. So let's get started on this tier list. And of course, let me know if you guys agree with this tier list, if there's anything else you would change about it or add to it. Now we're going to start with bagel. I'm going to put bagel in a C tier. Of course, bagel without anything. You need cream cheese, normal cream cheese, of course. If it's just the plain bagel, I'm going to put that in C tier. I'm not going to walk up into a store, order a plain bagel, and eat it. You know, I don't know if there are people out there that do that. Like, at least throw an egg on it, at least throw something on it to spice it up a little bit. But if it's just a plain bagel, that's going in C tier. Hawaiian roll, I mean, this has to be an A tier, man. Give me some of that sweet Hawaiian rolls on a Thanksgiving, man. Oh, with some turkey, warmed up a little bit. Man, it is so good. But Hawaiian roll goes in A tier. Oatmeal bread. I've never had oatmeal bread before. So I'm only putting it. Actually, you know what? I'll leave it here because if I've never had a bread before, I'll just leave it here. I don't know what oatmeal bread is. I haven't had it before, so I'm not going to unfairly judge it. Rye bread, F tier. If you're still eating rye bread, bro, grow up. Like grow up, man. There are way better breads to have. Rye bread, put it in the dumpster, bro. Brioche, I'll say brioche is a D tier. Brioche is only good on special occasions and with certain things. Now, one of the main things that we learned when I was studying my undergrad in agricultural studies, a farmer's favorite saying is, if you're left on red, don't forget the bread. And I feel like brioche is kind of the epitome of that saying, you know. If you're left on red, you don't get the bread, you know, because brioche has to be paired with something for it to be good. So you're not going to have a good meal if you just have brioche. Whole wheat, I'll put in C tier. Whole wheat is okay. You know, I know it's got like its health benefits to it. You normally have to have it with something as well. I'm not going to walk up into my bread cabinet, pull out a piece of whole wheat bread and start eating on that thing. No, that has to do with some of these other ones down here. Whole wheat, you can go in C tier. Banana bread, put that in S tier, baby, right up there. Especially if it's like some kind of banana bread with chocolate chips in it. Put that on my stomach. Give me the whole loaf. I'm eating that thing without anything else, and it's gonna be fantastic. Same thing with cornbread, man. Get me in there. I don't need butter. I don't need nothing else to eat with cornbread. I'm going to demolish that cornbread. And honestly, same thing with cinnamon bread. Easily, like, back to back S tier breads, man. These are the breads that I would walk into a place, see those, and immediately jump on them. Like, it is such a S tier list of breads there. Croissant, I will put croissant in A tier. I've had some really good croissants in the past, but I've also had some really not good croissants in the past. If a croissant is hot, or, you know, rather than a cold or a warm or like a not so hot croissant, and if it's hard or a small croissant and it's not a flaky croissant, then I feel like that croissant is not a good croissant. Biscuit, I'll put biscuit in B tier. Again, I've had some really bad biscuits, but I've also had some really good biscuits. Biscuits are definitely one of those things you have to have warm or hot, in my opinion, because the colder they get, the harder they get. They just get unpleasant, and it's almost like you're gonna, you know, it's almost like they turn into a rock that you're gonna throw at someone or something. Yeast bread, I've never had yeast bread before, so I'm not gonna list that. English muffin is C tier. Again, I'm not gonna go eat an English muffin without an egg in between it, without a sausage, without some butter. So the fact that I need something to eat it with, I put it in C tier. Potato bread, again, same thing with potato bread. I normally would put peanut butter on it. Normally would have something like that on it. I'm not just going to eat it by itself, so that's my opinion on that. Cinnamon raisin bread. We're going to put that in S tier as well, man. It's an upgrade of the cinnamon bread. Not as good as base cinnamon bread because of raisins. Of course, raisins are fine, but, you know, kind of can downplay it a little bit. So I'm going to have that one below cinnamon bread. Flatbread, same thing. I'll put that in the C tier. Normally have that with something. Tortilla. Tortilla will go in B tier. Again, I want my tortilla to be with something. I'm not just going to eat it on its own. Now, sourdough bread is kind of weird for me because I've had some really good sourdough bread where it's not, you know, like super overwhelming. And I've had some really bad ones where it's like super overwhelming. It doesn't taste good. It's a little too sour. I know it's in the name, but I'll put sourdough bread in B tier only because I would eat a sourdough bread by itself if it's good. You know, if it's not super overwhelming or anything. Garlic bread, you get on up there, baby girl. Especially with a little cheese on the top of it. Oh, my Lanta, bro. Give that to me right now. French bread, A tier. Easy A tier, man. French bread is so good. I love to sometimes just go to Walmart, get the $1 French breads there, and just, you know, eat on them over the course of a few days. So good. Just amazing bread. And one that I would eat just by itself. Pita bread. Again, pita bread would go in the C tier. I've only really had pita bread with gyros before. You know, you put lamb, cucumber sauce in the middle of it. That's the only thing I've ever eaten pita bread with. I would never eat pita bread by itself. Breadstick, depending on the breadstick, I'm going to put that in B tier. If it's like a garlic breadstick, give that to me. Cheese in the middle, give it over. If it's a warm breadstick, you know, just a breadstick, normally pretty good, but cold breadsticks, nah, I'm alright. Pumpernickel bread, literally like grow up. Go have some breadsticks or anything above this. You don't need pumpernickel. Yeast bread, same thing. Get that out of here, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Zucchini bread, same thing. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Naan is actually pretty good, but again, I'm not gonna eat naan by itself. Well, then it needs to go down here. I'm not going to eat naan by itself. I will normally have naan with tikka masala or something along the sort. That's when naan truly shines. But naan by itself, I'm not going to have it. You know, I don't want it that way. Backstreet Boys. Pretzel bread, I'll put in B tier. Pretzel bread can be good on its own, depending on how soft and warm it is. Definitely better than those ones there. And yeah, I would definitely eat it on its own. Whole grain bread, I'll put that in D tier. It's just like, it's just so thick to eat sometimes, man. It's just not good. Just not good in my opinion. White bread, how can you go wrong with white bread, man? I have found myself sometimes just eating a normal piece of white bread, you know, just out of nowhere, man. Like, I will eat it. Of course, I would rather have it with some peanut butter. Would rather have it toasted. But in most cases, just some normal bread is going to do it for me. And I have not had butter bread before. I don't know what butter bread is. I have not had butter bread. I don't know if that just means like it's buttered bread or if there's actually something called butter bread. But yeah, everybody, this is my bread tier list. Now, of course, given my credentials, I feel like I am very well versed in speaking on this topic. Go Tulls. And yeah, let me know if you guys agree or disagree with anything on this tier list. But everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys stay hydrated. I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day. Take care, everybody.